everyone, and welcome to another unboxing. This is actually the third attempt of filming this. Past two were no-goes. So I can't act shocked or surprised about anything that's in here because not only have I opened it up already, I've been playing it all weekend. But I still want to show it off to you guys and maybe give you just a brief opinion on how I feel this fares for the price and whether or not it's worth having in your collection if you're an avid collector, blah blah blah. Anyway, so like they say, third time lucky, let's get on with it. This was purchased from the EU store of Square Enix. I don't know if there's a North American version of this, I don't know if there are different versions of this around the world or if this is one of a kind, I don't know. But that's where I got it from. So it comes in an exterior sleeve. So we'll take the sleeve off first and I'll just show you that real quick. So the front's relatively plain, nothing overly over the top. You've basically got like the star ocean itself, the sky, and the logo on the front. And it's very nice, I quite like it. Simple, nothing over the top. And the sides are really plain. And then the back is pretty much your bog standard stuff. So over here on the left, wait, that is left, isn't it? I get them mixed up. You've got your bog standard game information that you would normally find on the back of the disc. And then over here you've got the contents of the collector's edition itself. I will quickly go through these download thingy bobbies. Are accessories. So you've got 5 accessories that you equip, and then you've got 3, no you haven't, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in-game background music things, so you can then set it to either Valkyrie profiles 1 or 2, or you can set it to any other Star Ocean game, and that's just easier to go through now. And like I said, I've used the accessories and they're quite handy. One of them, the gold bunny, it's actually like extra experience, which for initial early stages of the game is really useful to have. Anyway, so enough of that, let's actually look at it in the flesh. So the actual box that it comes in is quite good. It's a nice hard bodied box. It's like kind of like a pizza box, you know, like you get from Domino's and you get like the chicken strips in. Anyway, this here on the front is actually, let's get it out of the light. This is actually what your menu looks like, your in-game menu. So down here on the left you would have like your items, your skills, equipment, blah blah blah. That all runs down the left. And then you have all your characters in the center. So you would press square for status and then you would select which character you want to see stats for. So yeah, that's the box. Inside the box, the first thing on the top, so it's worth noting it actually is all sitting in like a little plastic thingy bobby to stop it all slopping around inside the box. So you've got the art book. At the time of ordering this, I didn't realise that the art book that comes with it is actually the art book for all of these games here. So it's bloody reflective, so I probably won't be able to show it. It's easy if I read it out, isn't it? So in here you've got artwork from Star Ocean, Star Ocean the Second Story, Star Ocean Blue Sphere, Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Star Ocean The Last Hope, and Integrity and Faithlessness, the game in question, as well as First Departure and Second Evolution, because if I'm right in understanding, those two were like HD ports of the first 2 games or something. I've never played them, so I wouldn't know, but as you can see I have played these ones. Anyway, so yeah, the book itself isn't actually very big, which I found quite surprising for a collector's edition. I've got, out of all the art books and whatnot that I've got up here, this is definitely probably one of the smallest with regards to collector's editions. I think I've had some limited editions that are bigger than this. I must admit I'm not too impressed about the size. Having said that, inside you've got some really nice to look at animations. So you've got all the original character animation. There's artwork. So, you know, the quality of the stuff that's inside is all well and being, it's all very nice, but I just think it could have been a little bit bigger. The next thing you find inside the box is the Steelbook. Okay, so let's open that one up. It's a really plain Steelbook. It's not embossed, it's not matte, it hasn't got any kind of other texture to it. And I won't lie, I don't think much of it. It's very in keeping with the game. So here you've got the logo and SO5, the Star Ocean 5, and on the back it kind of just looks all mechanical and spaceshipy, which is very in keeping with the theme of the game, and I can't dispute that, but I'm just not a great lover of it. I must admit, I don't think I'll have it out on display with the rest of them, because I am limited to the space as it is, and I don't really like it enough to have it on show. Inside the case, you get your game add-on code for all the stuff that I explained a little bit earlier. You get your registration card for the Square Enix website, and I don't really know what the benefit of that is because I've been registering all my games for years, and I think it just kind of helps them recognise how many people are actually buying these things or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure it's probably more for their use than mine. You get the limited warranty. Again, I don't really know what the point of that is because it's not like you can take it back to the shop or anything. Okay, and then this little piece of paper here is actually the track listing for the CD that I'm about to show you, and it comes with all the credits, and it comes with a short letter from Motoi Sakuraba. I hope I said that right. Basically saying thanks. I've been wanting to make this for a while. And on the back, I quite like that, that's pretty. Okay, so inside, as you would suspect, you get the game and you get the soundtrack. And I'll show you what the art on the inside is. It's quite pretty. It's the art, I think this is actually the cover art for the limited edition, I think. So it might be hard for you to see. Let's see if I hold it back. Yeah, that's quite nice. I'm not going to lie, I think I would have preferred that on the outside, but not for me to judge. And the next thing, so underneath the Steelbook, inside the box, we get some art cards, and it's one for each character, so there's 8 or 9 of them. It is definitely 8. Okay, so I'll show you the back of them. They all look the same on the back, they all look like that, which is very nice. Okay, and we'll just go through the characters. So we've got Emerson, he's okay. I think his in-game animation isn't as rugged and as manly. He looks kind of boyish when you actually play in-game. And then here he looks really manly, which is a bit inconsistent, but still, really, you know, he looks good enough. Resulia, she's so sweet. Yeah, she looks pretty much just as cute here as she does in the game. She's lovely. And we've got Welch. She's kind of like our item creation manager, so to speak, as she was in The Last Hope. So far, I haven't seen a lot of Welch. I've done a few side quests for her. She's not a playable character, just in case you've never played Star Ocean before and you don't really get any of this. She's not a playable character. She's the only one in this whole bunch that isn't. But you can interact with her and do quests, and you unlock special skills and things like that with her. So she is a character to keep an eye out for and to go and visit regularly. We've got Anne. At first, I didn't really like the look of Anne. There's too many primary colours and I don't like the clash of the colours, but as I've played the game, her character, her actual personality is really, really warm, and she's a level-headed kind of character. She does things with best intentions in mind. So I feel like, to a certain extent, you learn to forgive how someone looks once you warm to their personality, if that makes any sense. And they've made her quite curvy. That sounds like a very strange thing to say, but one thing with RPGs I find is the girls are always quite petite and quite small, but she is actually quite curvy in many respects, and then the clothes that she wears hide that quite well. But she's like a martial artist. She's pretty cool. I like using her. She's a power hitter at the moment. And then here's our main man, Sthal. I think he's one of the better looking characters as far as design goes. Yeah, I mean, what you see is what you get. He's the hero, and his coat's actually quite cool. His coat looks rather futuristic. When you see the back of it, it's got like these really harsh lines on it that look very similar to that of the steel case. So that's Sthal. Miki, she looks better than she sounds. She is annoying as F. She really is. I don't particularly like her character whatsoever, but she is like cutely designed and really pretty. But she looks better here in this form than in game. It's all very bright and very solid. But that's Star Ocean. That's always been how Star Ocean is. And a lot of the style and design for this game does harken back till the end of time, which for a lot of people is how it should always have been. We've got Victor. I don't know a great deal about him, and I must admit I think his design's a little bit on the boring side. There's just something about it that doesn't really do anything for me. But yeah, that's Victor. And lastly, my absolute favourite, I think she's the best looking and the best sounding and everything, and that's Fior. She's just so cool. If I could cosplay, if I even knew how to cosplay and how to sew and things like that, then I so would at least attempt this. Because that hair, I mean, that is hair goals right there. But yeah, so she's like, she uses magic and she's pretty cool, so that orb is her weapon. Yeah, and she's pretty cool. I don't know if she is a lesser, what are they called? Lesser something or others, the cat people. I don't know whether or not she is one of them because she has a tail, but she never takes her hat off, so you can't see if she's got ears, but she has got ears on her hat. But then she's got wings as well, and I don't know if they're fake wings, real wings, because she hasn't flown. So, I don't know. Yeah. So that's all the art cards, and I don't really know how to display them because not very often do you find a multi-picture frame that would hold 9, 8 pictures of this size. So I might have to find a custom one because it would be a shame to just have them sat in the box, as is the case with a lot of art cards that I have. And the last thing, somewhat pointless thing inside the box, is my Pan-Galactic Federation ID card. On the back it even goes on to say how useless this actually is and how you can't really use it as identification. You can't use it to get special deals on the Square Enix website or anything like that, which I wasn't expecting it would, but it is a rather pointless, let's see, I'm not holding it close enough so you can't really see it. Yeah, it is pointless as far as I'm aware. But the good news is I do wear a lanyard to work, so I suppose if I wanted to be the ultimate geek, I could wear this behind my real ID, though I don't really see why I would. And it tells you to put your photo there, but I'm not going to go through the trouble of affixing a photo to this, I'll be honest. And that's everything inside the collector's edition of Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness on the PS4. Now, I paid $84.99 for this, and I'm not going to lie, I do think it's worth it. I think maybe they should have priced it more in the somewhere between £60 to £70 region. So we've come to the end of the video. That is it. That's the unboxing finally over and done with. You're more than welcome to leave a comment. However, do always check the description box because I always leave as much information as I possibly can in there. You're more than welcome to leave a comment. However, do always check the description box because I always leave as much information as I possibly can in there. If you give the video a thumbs up, that's always appreciated. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn your notifications on, because that way you'll know when I've made another video just like this one. I want to thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you for your patience, because this was meant to be out 3 days ago. But shit happens, right? So have a great day everyone, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye!